a couple sleeping together in their cozy home. It is midnight when suddenly, the woman hears a strange voice. Curious and a bit worried, she quietly gets out of bed and leaves her husband sleeping. She steps outside to follow the sound. Her husband wakes up soon after and follows her to see what is happening. He trails her through a quiet area of the deep woods.
Please!
After some walking, he finds her standing alone in a dark, empty clearing. His wife starts to take off her clothes and walks deeper into the woods at night. Shocked, he stops and watches. After a few minutes, something strange happens. Unseen forces or unknown spirits begin entering her body. Seeing this, her husband is terrified and quickly runs toward her to help. Welcome back to Movie Now. I don't have many subscribers, but your single comment is a ray of hope to motivate me. The movie Begin shows a newly married couple who deeply love one another. Their names are Bean and Paul. They began dating in high school and stayed together ever since. Their parents were happy for them and blessed their marriage. Shortly after marriage, Bean surprises Paul. She tells him she will take him somewhere special, somewhere she grew up, to spend their honeymoon. Despite the house being alone in the middle of the woods, she loves it. It means a lot to her. Paul agrees without hesitation. They pack their belongings and head off to that house. As they travel, Paul feels uneasy. The place looks scary and abandoned, but Bean reassures him. She once again promises they will have a great time in the place she loves so much. Paul, though nervous, agrees. He wants to make his wife happy. They open the front door and step inside. Paul gasps. Just inside the door is something shocking. A huge bear, killed and mounted on the wall. Its skin is stretched and hung as a trophy. Paul asks Bean who hunted this bear. Bean explains that when she was a child, her father was a hunter. Not of small bears, but massive ones like this. Hearing that, Paul's shock deepens. Paul notices the house is full of sharp blades and cutting tools. He grows even more afraid. Yet to keep Bean from seeing his fear, he hides his feelings and tries to enjoy time with her. The next day, they go to a beach and have fun together. Later that night, Bean says she has another surprise. They head out to a small restaurant in the nearby town. The restaurant's owner is Abel, someone Bean grew up with and cares about deeply. Abel is happy to see her again. Bean tells him she got married and is enjoying her time there with her husband. Abel wishes them well. After the evening, Bean and Paul return to their house. In the middle of the night, an unseen person flashes a bright light onto the house. They make sure the couple is asleep before quietly leaving. The couple remains unaware of this. The next morning, Paul wakes up early to make breakfast. Looking around, he finds Bean missing. He searches through the house but can't find her. Then he notices her outside in the dark woods, walking away. Worried and confused, he follows, fearing she might be with someone else. In the dark woods, Paul watches as Bean removes her clothes and continues deeper into the forest. He is stunned and moves closer to help, but it is too dark to see clearly. He only sees they are both naked. After a while, he hears a strange loud voice. He sprints toward the sound. When he reaches her, he uses his shirt to cover her and brings her back home safely. He gives her a warm drink and tries to calm her down. Once she is seated and slightly warm, Paul asks what was going on in the woods, especially at midnight. Surprisingly, Bean says she has no memory of it. She explains she sometimes wakes in the middle of her dreams and can't explain why. Paul reminds her they have lived together for 5 years. He asks since when she started behaving like this. She has no clear answer. That night they both go back to sleep. The next day, they head to the beach again and enjoy a day together. While walking, Paul notices strange marks on Bean's legs that weren't there before. He carefully asks what happened. Bean guesses they might be bug bites from the woods and doesn't think much about them. Paul grows upset that she doesn't explain more. Unable to ignore his concern, Paul returns to the place he found Bean in the woods last night. Deep in the trees, he discovers something shocking. As he searches the clearing, he finds the clothes Bean had removed. These clothes were a special gift from him on their wedding day. He is angry and puzzled. How could she simply throw them away in that place? When Paul picks up the clothes his wife left behind in the woods, he's shocked to find something strange, a wet, slimy substance soaking them. But that's not all. Right next to the clothes, he sees footprints, someone else's tracks. Another person had clearly been there. Paul is shaken. His mind starts to race with questions. That day, he walks back to the house and tries to act normal, pretending like nothing happened. But deep down, a dark thought begins to grow. He starts to wonder if B, his wife, might be cheating on him. From that day forward, Paul can't focus. He doesn't feel safe anymore, not in the house and not around her. His mind is filled with doubt and fear. He starts staying up late at night, trying to protect both himself and his wife from whatever might be out there. Then, one night, he sees something terrifying, a shadowy figure standing just outside in the woods. Paul rushes outside, trying to see who it is. But the figure runs off into the dark trees and disappears. Frustrated and angry, Paul pulls out a gun and fires several shots toward the person, hoping to scare them off or stop them. His wife, B, wakes up to the sound and confronts him, asking what he's doing. Things calm down somehow, and they go back inside. But Paul's behavior begins to change after that. He becomes more nervous, more alert, and more suspicious. B also starts acting in ways he has never seen before. Paul is worried. Something about her just isn't right. The next day, they go on a boat ride together. While they're out on the water, Paul gently kisses her, then finally asks what's going on. He tells her he's noticed she's been acting strangely. She seems distant, like something is keeping her away from him. B brushes it off. She tells him nothing is wrong and tries to calm him down. Then she sits on his lap and kisses him. But as Paul holds her, he notices something. His hand is covered in blood. He realizes he's bleeding. Worried and confused, he immediately asks B what's going on with her. She says she doesn't know what's happening either. She acts confused and scared. She tells him she has no idea what's going on inside her. Paul is shocked. Later, when they return home, he sees B using a knife, cutting herself. She's making herself bleed. Paul is horrified. He doesn't understand why she's doing it, but he knows he has to stop her before she hurts herself even more. He grabs her and takes away the knife. To keep her safe, and maybe to get answers, Paul ties her up on the bed. He ties both her hands and her feet. Then he begins asking her questions, trying to understand what's going on. B finally speaks up. She tells him something is moving inside her body. Something is crawling inside her, and it doesn't feel right. She says it started the night she wandered into the woods, that something entered her that night. She says she saw strange things she can't explain, and those things got inside her. Paul listens, shocked and scared. He now realizes why she's been acting so strangely. She's been hiding this the whole time. Suddenly, in the middle of their talk, the movie shows something terrifying. Something that looks like a snake begins to push out from under her skin. It's trying to get out of her body. The pain is unbearable, and B screams. Paul, panicked and overwhelmed, unties her quickly. He realizes she needs help, and he begins to get ready to take her to the hospital. But B refuses. She tells him she doesn't want to go. Worse, she's hidden the car keys. He can't find them anywhere. She tells Paul she's doing all this to protect their relationship. But to Paul, nothing she says makes any sense anymore. She begs him not to leave her alone. Paul tries to calm her down. He promises her he won't leave her. He tells her they will leave this place together. But B doesn't believe him. Instead, she hits him on the head with a heavy metal object, knocking him out. Then she ties him up, both his arms and his legs. She tells him they're going to stay there forever. They're not leaving. Not now. The next day, when the sun rises, B takes Paul onto a boat and brings him out into the water. Hours later, Paul wakes up. He's still tied up and asks her what she's doing. He begs her to explain. Paul asks her if she's trying to kill him. But B tells him something terrifying. She says that whatever found her in the woods that night, if it finds Paul too, it won't let him go. So she needs to hide him. Paul tries to reason with her. He tells her she's not hiding him, she's killing him. He begs her not to do anything she'll regret. He asks her to call the police. But the movie shows us that B is no longer in control of herself. Something is controlling her mind. Then, in a shocking moment, she pushes Paul into the water. Still tied up, Paul can't swim. He drowns. B returns home. The things from the woods have completely taken over her. She is no longer the woman Paul married. Weeks later, B is seen living alone. But she looks nothing like before. Her skin is peeling off. Her eyes are hollow. She's no longer human. The movie shows us that the dark force in the woods is still active. It keeps taking people, especially women, and no one ever returns. B is just one of many who disappeared into the night. Paul and B had come here to celebrate their honeymoon, a fresh start. But instead, they became part of something horrifying. Something no one else knows about. And once again, just like before, a strange bright light appears in the woods at night. B locks the doors and walks out into the darkness. Dear viewers, this was the movie Honeymoon, 2014. Let us know your thoughts in the comment section below. Don't forget to like this video, hit that subscribe button, and join our YouTube family. Until next time, stay safe and stay tuned for more movie stories.